So I just got here for Youmacon. I'm here with SCR, Unreal, Tiger Maru, and I think this speaks for itself, but SCR brought this, the most bootleg. I don't even know if touching it would mess it up, so I'm not gonna bother to. But trust me, it's like completely hollow. It's just a plastic case practically that somehow just has a bunch of. I
threw it at him.
Yeah, he did.
By
it just
the way,
has a bunch of shit. Look.
I don't know if I got this. I don't know if I got this on video, but this was at Toys R Us, and I spent more money than he did on this at Toys R Us. That's
whoa! Look at that frame rate.
Oh, it's super good. Look at that.
Who needs Rockstar
table tennis?
When we can have this?
Bing bong!
Dude, I haven't played this one.
Yeah! Yeah! What is family mode?
It's probably 2-player.
Oh man, look at that artwork.
Yeah, girl, what's up? Oh yeah. Also, that is not accurate to the remote. Look. That's loaded.
It's vaguely.
Oh, they got it wrong a little bit.
As long as it kind of looks like the Wii, it'll fool people anyway.
That's all the instructions. We're good to go.
All right.
Want to do family mode with me?
Is this even on?
Oh god.
How do I tell if it's on?
Does it blink when you hit a button?
Yes, it's on. Okay. Yeah, let's have your grandma pull the car around.
Like the 2-second music.
on the streets.
Like the 2-second music loop there too.
Try one.
English, good.
Okay, your player.
Don't forget, put the Wii strap on. You didn't put the strap on. Play again.
Wait. Oh, is this tutorialing you? Wait, you're the computer. I can't.
There's no 2-player. Oh wait, no. Wait, now it's 2-player? 2P says at the top there.
Oh, it just alternates who's facing the computer?
That's bullshit.
Nah.
Good game. I already fucked up. I'm done.
Here's another game called Gold Digger.
Gold Digger.
Dig for gold.
Fuck it, I don't want it.
Wait, what?
I think that's for if you grab bad shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for when you grab the cheaper rocks, but I'm trying to game over so I can show you something.
This is
and it's not the farting rock.
The timer's super slow, by the way. It feels like it.
It's almost Bill Lambier slow.
Also, fuck, the damn wolf just, like, the worst noises. It's like...
This is like a bad Mario Party minigame.
That's a lot of these games, actually.
Oh, jeez.
And we're going to play every one of them.
Yeah.
Good.
Fuck the Xbox and Wii.
Going around like
I mean, forget the actual Wii and PlayStation 3 we brought for this. We can just play this the entire weekend.
Oh boy. We got less than 10 seconds.
10 video game seconds. What?
I don't think we're gonna make it.
Wow.
Seems like
copyright material.
Yeah, we fucking lost our shit when we heard that.
wow. Okay, that's enough of that.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't sue Nintendo. Fun never ends. Here's Panda.
.wxn.
Okay, hold it sideways.
Yeah.
Even if we could tell what this is, how much do you want to bet this is like taking a song from something? Does this even work?
Yes.
Yes.
But do you like how when you press start, it just breaks?
So I don't know how to play this. I think that was fire.
Oh, Chinese bootlegs never change.
How could you say that? Look at this not Chinese family.
Yes, clearly.
Look at
that
Dad.
intense dad.
and keep you guys awake, and then we'll go into the discussion afterwards. So we're just gonna have a generic discussion. You can ask us any questions you want to. We want interaction from you guys. We want you guys to have discussions with us.
Unfortunately, Youmacon will not allow us to be in character.
Yeah. So we can't do that, but
No one told me I couldn't be in character. It was I've been doing this whole time.
well,
If I were in character,
you
there'd
can
be problems.
quasi be in character, but we're not allowed to like act out anything. I think is the big deal. Alright, so the way the bingo is going to work is everybody's got pens, right? Something to write with?
Everyone have a bingo card?
Everybody has a card.
And a ticket?
And a ticket.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. The way this is going to work is we're going to play multiple games on the same card, so it might be a little confusing. But what you're going to do is you are going to write the number of the game that we're playing. So the first game, you're going to write a number 1 in the slot that you've chosen for whichever song is played. Once somebody wins from that one, then everything's going to change to a number 2. And so on and so forth. Do you guys understand? Okay, perfect. So that is how this is going to roll. So we are going to...
He's about to play red. Taking off this ride, yeah. If it's your first time, the way I describe it, it's like astronaut training, that thing where they would get in and spit out. No one gets in that and it's like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta get used to this kind of thing. So you start with little stationary games. So that you can in one place. Don't get into real jumping around. Don't go into rigs first. You don't do the sick of the dog. The more you play it though, the more you play it though, the more you'll get going. See, he's got aim with this looking at stuff. So there's a point where he's going to literally need to turn around in his chair. And it's like, that's where it gets like, okay, stop the ride.
Hey, here we are with my bed, so you know what that means. It's time for what I got at this year's Youmacon. To start things off, just before the con when I met up with SCR, Tiger Chimaru, and Will Unreal, SCR actually had a bit of a grab bag of games for us, because like what Samurai did back at MA North, he decided to do one for some PC games he bought at clearance at a closing office business store or office supply store of some kind. I forget the name of it was, but yeah. So we each grabbed, the three of us each grabbed a few games each, and I ended up with some interesting picks. To start things off, we have Drive Green, or John Deere. Wait, what's it called? Yeah, John Deere Drive Green. Yeah, I mean, who needs Farming Simulator 2017 when you can have this? And I'm pretty sure it wasn't $10 when SCR bought it. It was like, I think he said each game was 50 cents each or something. So, yeah. There's that. And the next game I ended up picking was one that was a little bit more interesting and a little bit more up my alley. It's Legends of Pegasus. Now, for what I can gather, this is a more recent-ish 4K game. You know, the types of games where you explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. You know, that kind of game. Now, at first I was like, "Oh, okay, this might actually be okay." Then I looked it up, and even though it says you activate this game on Steam, this game's no longer on the Steam store. And the reason for that is that this got negative reception, and the developers closed before they could even update and patch everything for this game. So, yeah. What I have here is basically a unfinished, not completely polished 4K game. I mean, it might still be okay if it works decently, but I'm not sure how well it will go if and when I actually try and play this, or even if I can even play it on Steam for that matter. And then the next one was this. This is The Island Castaway and The Island Castaway 2. Exciting and addictive island adventures with Tiki Guy and tribal people. And yeah, I honestly have no real idea what this game is even about. It might just be some kind of point-and-click adventure type of game. I'm not sure. With this, I don't even know really. That's all I have to say. And last but not least is actually a pretty good pick. It's Costume Quest, which, yeah, there actually was physical releases of this, and originally it was a downloadable game from Double Fine. It's a light RPG. You know, it takes place on Halloween, and you play as trick-or-treaters, and you go into battles where your costumes, you know, come to life or become giant size, and you battle goblins and stuff. It's actually a pretty decent, like I said, light RPG. So I am actually glad to get this one. Had to go like through 3 random weird games to get to this, but hey, it's something at least. Alright, now it's time for what I actually got at this year's Youmacon. And starting things off, I ended up getting the Wii version of Resident Evil 4. Now, I've already played Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube, and I technically do have the HD version on Steam. But I figured I'd get this because it is, in some accounts, the best version of Resident Evil 4, because aiming with the Wiimote pointer is actually really good in this game. It pretty much actually kind of breaks the game in terms of its difficulty, but it's still a really fun version to go through. Plus, it includes all the bonus content like the PlayStation 2 version had. So it is a definite definitive, almost definitive version of the original Resident Evil 4 on consoles back then. So even though I already haven't beaten the game, I decided to just get this because why not? Now, I only bought one other game at Youmacon this year, but I feel this one is pretty special, and that's actually a cartridge of Mother 3. Now, for those of you that know Mother 3, of course, it didn't come out here, at least not yet, but what this is that this is a cartridge, a reproduction of sorts, that includes the fan translation. Now, I already have downloaded Earthbound 0 and Earthbound on the Wii U Virtual Console. So I figured, you know what, if I'm going to play through those, I might as well get a copy of Mother 3 now, because I'm not sure if and when we'll ever get, you know, an official release over here. So I kind of bit the bullet and said, you know what, I might as well get this, and plus this is essentially a physical copy of Mother 3, so I figured, you know, that's neat. Even though I don't really get reproductions that much, or get into fan translated stuff, I do feel that this would at least be good to get because, you know, it's a translated copy of a game that the likelihood of us actually getting, you know, might not happen, at least anytime soon. So yeah, I did want to get this, and who knows, maybe one day I'll do an in retrospect of the Mother series. But of course, I would actually have to, you know, play through them at the very least. So that's all I'm going to say, really. And while I was in the dealer's room, I also spotted something that I decided, you know what, why not? Just get it for the hell of it. And it's this. Yep, it's a Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia plushie. I figured if I'm ever going to get, you know, Tales merchandise, you know, outside of figurines and whatnot in the games, you know, just get this too, because, you know, because at this point, you know, everyone knows that I'm a fan of the Tales games, so I guess this doesn't really surprise anyone that I would get something like this, and it's the only, I guess, Tales plushie I've ever really seen, at least at the conventions I've been to, so yeah, it's Lloyd as he stares into your soul. And the last thing that I bought this year was a t-shirt, and it was actually from the Yeti, because they had a booth there at Youmacon. And it's this. It is a Star Fox Zero t-shirt. Now, I do like Star Fox. I have played pretty much all the games, except for Command. I haven't really played through that one yet. But this design is based off of Star Fox Zero, which I actually did like, despite, you know, people's complaints with the controls and whatnot. It honestly isn't that bad. It's just something you need to get used to, and once you get used to it, it's still a fun game. It's still a fun Star Fox game. But yeah, so you know, I'm a fan of Star Fox, and I saw this design. I'm just like, oh, that's actually really cool, and I decided to get it. So yeah. And also, if I were to ever do a Black Sheep Game review on a Star Fox game, it actually won't be Zero, despite the mixed reception. It would actually be on Star Fox Adventures back on the GameCube, because I feel that's the most obvious Black Sheep of the series. Because, you know, it's more of a Legend of Zelda clone than a Star Fox game, obviously. But yeah, so it's a neat shirt, and I'm glad to get it. Alright, there is actually a couple little things I wanted to show that I ended up doing. You may have seen earlier in the video that I went to a Tales of panel for Youmacon. And one of the things that they did, for at least for the first half, was a bingo game where you have a card and you have to guess which song that's playing is from which OST, and whoever gets a row, or at least guess a row, can go up and get a prize. As you can see, these numbers are all over the place. Each number represents each game. And as for how well I did, well, I did recognize the songs from Eternia and Destiny and Symphonia because you know, I worked on videos for those, so and I used the OST in those videos, so I know the music from those games. But others were mostly guesses. I mean, I did get a few from like Zillia, recognize a few from Zillia and Abyss, and even one from Dawn of the New World, because they actually played the song that I use for the intro of my retrospective, which I thought was funny. But yeah, what happened was that the very first game, actually, which I believe was this row, yes, it was actually one that I got and said, you know what, I think I had, and went, okay, I think I have a row, because I wasn't the only one that was guessing. Essentially, a lot of people there were like, I think I have one, you know. It was pretty funny. But also there's this in the back. Yeah. So what happened was that, you know, I got that row and I went up and said, oh, I think I have it, even though some of those were really just guesses. I kind of just gauged on the style and the sound quality and what system it would probably be on, kind of thing. And turns out I was actually right, and I was the first one to get a prize. And they had an assortment of like posters and little figurines and stuff, and I decided to go with this. This is a Zillia little poster set. Yeah, it's a nice assortment of the characters from that game. So yeah, I mean, so that little bingo game thing was fun, even though with especially most of the modern ones that I've yet to, you know, play through, I didn't recognize right away, so I had to do a lot of guessing. But I'm glad to at least have won one game to, you know, get this. And also in regards to the retrospective, I am actually working on Legendia. I just need to, I'm still recording the game. In fact, probably sometime after I get this done and this Youmacon video done, I'm gonna go right back to it, you know, and hopefully get it out sometime soon. Because, you know, these games are long, RPGs. Well, not super long, but, you know, they're still kind of long. Especially if I want to go in depth with them. But, yeah, but enough about my rambling about my own other videos. So that's about it for Youmacon this year. You know, once again, it was a fun time, and hope to be there next year. So, see ya.